Hello there YouTubers, it's John. Just reporting back to you in reference to the size difference of the Jakks Pacific Batman vs Superman action figures. Now the reason why I got these also was to show the difference of the amount of potential you have with these particular figures to make them look almost like the exact movie versions of the actors. Look at the sculpts on their heads. It did take some time repainting them. If you guys saw the initial video that I put out, it was on the turntable, and it showed the small versions. I've actually customized, repainted and refitted the capes with new different materials to the originals. Both and all the capes have been finished with a velvet sort of like feel to it. Makes it look more display worthy than the originals, which were just very tacky materials. But if you look at the size difference, you have the two stand in the back, which is the Superman and the Batman. They stand approximately 31 inches, which is really big compared to these small ones here. I mean, if you thought these ones were big, those ones are a lot bigger, but they brush up pretty well. I'll show you just the detail in terms of the Superman's face. These have spent these I've spent a lot of time just repainting, trying to get perfect, and it is a hard job, I must say. The detail, you've got to literally repaint the eyes, give the mouth and the chin and the cheeks just some weathering, not weathering, but sort of like facial hair, which is what Ben Affleck kind of had in the movie. Then with the Superman again, got to focus. Just gave him a much better look actually. I think in the movie he's a bit more rugged. The smaller ones were obviously a lot harder to do because you're working on a smaller scale, so you're having really rough hands. My coordination was trying to paint the eyes, and some of the finer details like the eyebrow and the eyelashes was a painstaking process for me. But if you looked at it, it all paid off at the end. Yeah. This is a hobby of mine, and I like to repaint things and rebuild things. Sometimes you see a lot of potential in certain objects and you think, oh well, that could look a lot better, and I guess this is where I've taken it to the next level. I always like to see things in pristine condition. While some of my works aren't perfect, they're great display pieces still, and I'd like to put them in my movie room. But now I'm actually starting to accumulate too many, so I might actually end up sort of selling some of them off, because I'm running out of room to keep all these figures. And yeah, I'm just going to make room for DVDs. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I'd love to show you guys how to make it. Unfortunately, like I said in the earlier video, and I mentioned this a fair bit, I'm an amateur when it comes to filming and video recording. So I'm working on it. I'm looking into a program where I can actually utilize the function where I can actually speed up the process and just show you guys basically the whole step-by-step procedure of how long it takes me to do these things. Probably will have to fast forward because sometimes it takes me 3 to 4 days to complete, given the type of materials I use, the paints, whatever it may be. Big fan of using LEDs, as you can see in the bottom there where you can see the armored Batman. I like to get the LED look. The only problem with these figures is that they don't have much room for you to actually put the battery compartment in, so some of them will have to be attached on the outside of the figure. But given that these figures have capes, it hides a lot, so that's just great. Alright, So that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next video, where I'll display and show my new works with the even bigger hole busters which I've worked on.